elementary.
What do you want, Mr. Holmes?
Thank you, gentlemen.
Good. We'll be here if you have any further questions. Come, Palinor, back to the inventory.
Can I borrow this lamp?
Yes, we are almost finished. Isn't that right, Palinor?
This bucket contains something extremely heavy. I can't move it. A bucket with a red perimeter. Not bad. There is something here. It's Pointer, the museum director, who is on display here. Amusing. Here's what I've been looking for. A canvas by Joseph Vernet, my great-great-uncle. Why, these two paintings appear identical. Haha, Lupin seems to be setting the example. I'm in need of a lamp. I will recopy all of that to better study it. This must be one of the 9 canvases. They're hanging art made by 3-year-olds. We could probably do without. They're hanging art made by 3-year-olds. We could probably do without. They're hanging art made by 3-year-olds. They're hanging art made... They're hanging art... They're hanging art made... They're hanging art made... They're hanging art made... They're hanging art. I have all 9 paintings now, I think. Think. No message proposes another riddle. I must have found all of the clues. However, I haven't made any progress. Perhaps the director might know more.
So, Mr. Holmes, the day is drawing to a close. Can I finally reclaim my museum?
Tell me, director, does this word mean anything to you?
Coronis? Yes, we have a painting entitled Apollo Slaying Coronis. It's an old painting. Let me show you. Palinor?
Here it is.
This painting is rather simple and doesn't seem to be hiding anything special. Can you tell me the history of this piece?
It was created in approximately 1617 by Domenichino and his assistants. It doesn't belong to us, but is on loan temporarily by its owner. It represents the god Apollo using an arrow to slay his lover, Coronis, because of her infidelity.
That's all?
Yes, that's all.
Well, Holmes, where are we? It's dark outside. I can't keep going any longer. Not one witness within a half-mile in any direction. It would seem the men disappeared like ghosts.
What is the note that you're holding?
Oh, yes, a constable asked me to bring it to your attention. It could be from Lestrade, as we were separated over an hour ago. Incredible! Lestrade has also started using poetry.
This note didn't come from Lestrade, Watson. It's Lupin who sent it. Mr. Pointer, what could he mean by a black shadow, and not in the painting.
Yes, yes. In the legend, it's Apollo's bird, a raven, who reveals Coronis's infidelity to him. Thus, the raven, who is at the heart of the matter, is curiously absent from the painting.
Anyway, our latest message from Lupin states, tonight, 6 more missing. Do you have the map of London with you, Watson? Get it for me if you would. Yes, Watson, the Tower of London Ravens. If ever the Ravens leave the Tower of London, the British Empire will fall. Lupin wants to capture them. Watson, there isn't a moment to lose. Find a hansom while I leave some instructions for the director.
You were quiet during the whole trip in the hansom, Holmes. I'm curious to know what you might have said to the director.
Simply to reveal nothing to the public and claim that the appearance of a strange mildew on certain paintings has forced the museum to close. This quarantine will permit us to avoid the press from aggravating this already embarrassing situation.
But if Lupin pursues his scandalous idea and actions, we won't be able to silence all of the talk that will ensue all over the city.
Exactly, Watson. All we're doing is giving ourselves a bit of time. From here on out, we must win this strange game, Watson. Lupin won the first round and has thrown me headfirst into this business because if he succeeds, my name will eternally be associated with this adventure and synonymous with failure.
But you'll get the upper hand, won't you, Holmes?
We'll see, Watson, that we will.
Who goes there?
My name is Sherlock Holmes, and this is my friend Dr. Watson. We are here at this late hour to meet with the Chief Warder. A recent event has led us to believe that some harm may befall the security of the buildings and goods under his responsibility.
Stay here and wait a moment. Above all, do not deface the walls.
Good evening, gentlemen. I am Smith, the Chief Warder. Pardon me, but did you tell the guard that you are Sherlock Holmes?
Indeed, I am Sherlock Holmes, and this is Dr. Watson.
Incredible, Mr. Holmes. What a strange coincidence that.
It is not a matter of coincidence in this case. I am here because something that you hold within these walls has disappeared. I was hoping to arrive in time to prevent this from happening, but I fear we are too late.
Are there 6?
Watson, I am certain that the Chief Warder will answer all of our questions as he brings us to the scene of the crime.
I will indeed. If you would come this way. Thank you for your discretion, Mr. Holmes. If word got out, the consequences would be disastrous. On that note, I would like to know who warned you. Apart from the Raven Master, I thought no one else knew.
Based on what you've told me, you should have assumed that someone else was fully informed of the situation. The same person who warned me. The very person who stole the ravens.
I beg your pardon?
It's much too long a story to relate, and time is not on our side. The basic facts of the matter are as follows. The man who stole the ravens has contemplated more than just your embarrassment. Your ravens will most certainly not be recaptured, not tonight nor tomorrow. We must act accordingly. We'll claim that the birds are under quarantine for health reasons. You and the Raven Master must also confine yourselves and not talk to anyone, but continue your business as if nothing happened. Now, tell me what happened.
It's very simple. An hour ago at most, at nightfall, the Raven Master found me at my desk. He was quite agitated. The ravens had disappeared. As he was attempting to catch the last of the ravens to return it to the cage for the night, the black silhouette which he was chasing flew off. The ravens normally have their wings clipped. This bird then began to sing a little jingle, then flew swiftly away towards one of the buildings. The Raven Master then did a tour of the fortress and noticed that the ravens had disappeared and were replaced.
Incredible!
And where is the Raven Master?
He is confined to his bed at present, and I am quite concerned due to his age. Mr. Holmes, we can't keep this matter secret forever. The ravens must be returned as soon as possible.
Indeed, there is a chance, as the thief certainly left some clues behind, quite possibly voluntarily. Without sounding vain, I do believe I am the only one who is capable of taking advantage of them. Where are the ravens normally during the day?
In the field facing the entrance to the White Tower. You can get there through this door. I was just there and noticed this black envelope on the ground. I haven't opened it yet.
Give it to me. Do you have a lantern you could lend us?
Yes, I can give you mine. Here, I can also give you a map of the site. I'm sure you will find it handy.
Indeed. I am already starting to feel disoriented here.
I will inform the service personnel that your presence here is authorized and that they are to assist you in any way possible. I will try to join you later. However, I must also prepare for the ceremony of the keys.
Watson, the game is afoot again.
What are we to do, Holmes?
Chase 6 birds, Watson.
Chase? There must be a shotgun or two here, Holmes. Why can't we mix business with pleasure for once?
One missed shot, and the bird flies off and never returns, taking England's dignity with it. Can you handle that kind of pressure, Watson?
Well...
Exactly, Watson. Now, let's listen to their calls and find whence they originate. Seed husks, it would appear. Lupin must have lured the ravens and then caught them one after the other. A bird is hiding in one of the trees. Its song is quite lovely.
The bird, Holmes. There it is.
This bird is apprehensive. I mustn't get too close, otherwise I run the risk of it flying off and never returning. I'd like to know which bird it is. I have to attract it. This feather was dyed black. The famous White Tower.
Do you hear it, Holmes?
A strange call, like a series of cracks alternating with smooth notes. The cries seem to be coming from the shrubs. These footprints are size 9. Hold on. The most recent footprints on the ground correspond exactly with those that I found in the National Gallery in the soil from the pot. Those of Lupin.
Ah, I was looking all over for you. Have you found anything that will put you on the trail of the missing ravens?
We are making progress. Tell me, what is behind this door?
It's the storeroom.
Do you have the key for this door?
I can open it, but you won't get far. A grill is blocking the entrance, and Pitt, our cook, thought it would be a good idea to put on a combination lock.
Can you find the cook?
It's just that tonight is his night off. He could be in one of countless pubs in London, and he won't be back until tomorrow, just in time to prepare our tea.
That's unfortunate. Do you have the code for the lock?
No. Having nothing to do in this area, I do not know the code.
Obviously, no chance.
Wait, I seem to remember that the code to open the lock has something to do with one of his ancestors. Listen, I can give you the key to his apartment. It's just to the right of the storeroom. If you find something, it will save time. I'll explain it when he gets back.
I thank you for your cooperation, Mr. Smith. I will return everything to its proper place. Closed. This letter is very interesting. It's a shame the envelope is missing. McAdams family. I've seen that name somewhere. Nice faience plate. This may prove to be useful. A few drops of red wax. They are from the jars of tomatoes.
Look, Holmes, jars of tomatoes from Italy. They must be delicious.
A few drops of red wax. They are from the jars of tomatoes. This may prove to be useful. All of these products are stamped with the royal coat of arms. All of these products are stamped with the royal coat of arms. Closed. This door is locked, and unlike Lupin, I am not a master lockpick. This chicken was painted black. It seems to have some paper in its entrails. The message written on this paper is illegible.
It seems so simple, Holmes.
Closed.
A sock that was left behind. What scandal! One of the guards deserves a punishment.
We have more important things to deal with, Watson. Interesting. A camera with a magnesium flash. This may prove to be useful. This collection of weapons is impressive. A box of munitions, empty. This collection of weapons is impressive. Coal. This may prove to be useful. This part is dedicated to medieval hunting. Magnificent articulated armor. All of the pieces are detachable, even the greaves. These shields have very interesting arms. This space is dedicated to the Navy. This may prove to be useful. Closed. This bird is apprehensive. I mustn't get too close, otherwise I run the risk of it flying off and never returning. I'd like to know which bird it is. I have to attract it. This bird is black like a raven, but its morphology is completely different. What type of bird is it then? This bird is black like a... If I want to attract a bird with this call, I must know which bird to call. It could be that none of the calls will correspond. It's definitely a partridge. Catch it now. The message written on this paper is illegible.